I just quickly want to add on that these are my personal singing lessons and for other subscribers to Cheryl Porter, so make sure to give her all the support because this is very special to me, and I do want to be one of those three people in that video she was talking about. So check out her channel and subscribe because it ends today. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it is me giving you guys good news. Even if I don't make it, that doesn't mean I'll stop trying. I do have a dream of being a famous singer because I don't know what my style is. I don't know what my genre is or anything like that. But all I do know is that I have my favorite singers in the whole wide world was Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, and those are really just my favorites. Like, I used to listen to them all the time. I used to have a magician costume. It actually was for doing magic tricks and stuff like that. And I turned that thing into Michael Jackson real fast because I had the hat, the costume, the glove, everything. And it was when I was younger. And we used to sit in the car with my mom, listening to Bruno Mars. We had a favorite song. I don't remember what it was called, but I just want to say that I'm going to probably be making singing videos, posting some of those, and then just posting normal videos like I usually do. But until then, subscribe to Cheryl Porter because she's doing this for everybody. I very appreciate you. Thank you very much, Cheryl Porter. I appreciate these lessons. I appreciate you reaching out to us. I appreciate you for everything. So subscribe to her and try to get her to 12 million and enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and bye.
Write my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours. Yeah, say things I don't understand. Now we're going to try this song again. And this time I'm going to put a little bit more richness, a little bit more resonance, a little bit more weight into the voice. And listen to how quickly this pop song changes style. To cry, but then remembered. Listen to this. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, yeah, say things I don't understand. You see how rich it goes? Now it doesn't sound so much like a pop song. It doesn't sound something that you would listen to like a real light pop song. But also be careful when you're singing your songs. If you want it to be pop, I'm not saying that you can't change the rules because you make the rules. Remember that, sweetheart. You're the star. When you sing your song, you're the star. You make your decisions. But when you want to understand the styles, understand the differences, that bright tone is what makes pop. Now I want you to listen how my technique changes when I do just a little bit of this classical piece that I love, Madame Butterfly by Puccini. Just listen to the precision and also the change of my register and the resonance that I'm using. I love it. Have a listen. Can you even just hear just the resonance? So this is the beginning of Un bel di vedremo, and I love this song. But can you hear that resonance? It's just that resonance. It's not in the pop style like Un bel di vedremo. Even it's hard for me to sing so high, even a little bit. It's hard to sing that high for me because my classical training always takes over when I sing really high. But you can hear how the resonance changes. And also hitting that high note. Listen to how this beautiful high note in the ending, which I love. This is one of my favorite notes. And then there's this last note where you just hear this beautiful, and it goes like this. Oh my God, I love it. Dios mío. I love it. And it's so beautiful, but not the way I'm singing it, but just the magic of the voice, the magic of the human voice, all the things that it can do. It can do pop. It can do soul. It can sing bright. It can sing head. It can sing high. It can sing low. It is absolutely magnificent. So did you see how I use that breath control, that pitch, navigating all the complexities of this classical, just this itty bitty piece? Because classical singing demands such a high level of technical skill, including that breath support, that vibrato, that tone, articulation, that resonance, that technique. Notice how I shape each of those vowels, and I'm controlling my breath just to sustain those longer phrases without losing that power. That last note, oh my goodness, like, "Tis me but it had to keep it all the way without going down. And I'm telling you, that's that breath control, that shaping of those vowels, that vowel placement, and the purity of the sound. Now, we're going to be switching it up a little bit. We're switching all different kinds of styles because I want you to continue finding your star quality in these styles. You got to be able to find out which style is for me. Maybe all of the styles are for you, but I want you to experiment with all of these styles. Now, here is jazz, a little bit of a jazz number, which I love. Let's have a listen real quick. This jazz number is so cool. Pack up all your cares and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye-bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is he. Bye-bye, blackbird. No one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make the bed and light the light. I'll be home late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. That was so fun. Do you hear the difference in the style? So could you hear how I was playing with the tempo? You can play around with the tempo, play around with the melody. You can play around so much with those dynamics and with your voice because jazz just allows and lets you do so much personal interpretation and improvisation. If you want to really become a jazz master, you have to most definitely improve that interpretation, that improvisation, that sketch, all of those awesome, incredible things that amazing jazz singers do these days, especially, thank God, nowadays we have jazz singers of this generation like Samara Joy, who does incredible jazz singing, but like old school jazz singing, which is absolutely fantastic. So I want you to play with this today, play with the groove, play with your jazz voice, and just let it flow with the music. Try to sing a jazz standard and then experiment with your style, experiment and put your spin on it, and I want to hear how you can jazz it up. So I'm going to do one last example of playing around with your vocal technique, and I want you to do the same. There is no way we were going to do these examples of technique without doing musical theater. Now, at first, I didn't have musical theater on the list because just like pop, just like all styles, just like jazz, it really, really varies. But especially musical theater is so wide of a genre in itself. If you say musical theater, it doesn't have a genre. It could be in a jazz genre. It can be in a pop genre. It could be in a gospel genre. It can be in a soul genre. It could be in that classical musical theater English style. It can be in that old American Frank Sinatra style. Musical theater is one of those genres, especially if you want to sing it professionally. You have to be able to be a master of your vocal technique and switch from all of these different styles. So I'm going to do an example of one of my favorite songs, Don't Rain on My Parade. And this song is one of those old school musical theater songs when back in the day there was a lot of belting, big belters, big voices. Now you can hear musical theater. It's very, very mixed. There's a lot of mixed belt going on. There's a lot of head voice. It's so varied and it's so beautiful. But this is one of my classic favorite of all time musical theater songs. And it goes like this. Nobody, not nobody is gonna rain on my parade. Oh my God, sweetheart. sweetheart, that song just gives me so much energy. Like I told you, those old school musical theaters, that belting, that last belt note, woo! It just takes my heart away. But the thing I love the most about musical theater is the fact that you get to act. Way before I thought that I could sing, way before one of my teachers discovered that I actually had a little bit of voice and they helped me to develop my voice, I thought that I wanted to be an actress before I actually became a singer. Acting was my first love. Now singing is my love and the love of my life. And so with musical theater, if you love to act and if you love to sing, it's such a wonderful way to bring the two together. This song right here, I'm going to do one last little clip just to show you guys just the technical intricacies of musical theater and the incredible way that you actually get complexity of the technique of this song. This is such a great song. I know everybody sings this song, but it's such a great song to study because you got chest, you've got head, you got interpretation, you've got that falsetto. Just in that first phrase, there's so much going on. I love musical theater. I absolutely love it. So challenging for your vocal technique. Today we experimented with so many different styles. We experimented with the pop style, with the opera style, with the jazz style, with the musical theater style. And as you practice and you keep on singing and practicing and playing around to all these different genres and these vocal styles, pay attention to which ones feel the most natural and enjoyable to you. Also remember that as a professional singer and as a professional musician, any professional will tell you, you have to be able to perform each style. As a singer, one night you'll have a concert at a jazz club. Another day you'll have a concert and sing in a church. Another you'll have a concert with a classical choir, and another night maybe you have a pop show with a rock group. You have to be able to switch styles and understand not only the interpretation but the technical differences in each and every one of these styles. So now I'm going to ask you, which style makes you feel most comfortable? You start with the one that you love the most, and from there, that's where you're going to expand. Which one challenges you the most? That's going to give you a lot of clues about your vocal strengths and the things that you prefer, and also your vocal weaknesses. Now remember, we want to always honor and love our vocal strengths, but always be working on your vocal weaknesses. That's where the work begins. Don't be afraid to blend elements from different genres. Don't be afraid to break the rules. Sometimes your true voice lies not within a single style, but across a spectrum that only you can create for yourself. Woo! What an incredible start to our Sing Like a Star challenge, darling. Let's take a moment to reflect on all that we've covered and learned today. We began by focusing on discovering your unique voice. I shared my story about how I faced so many difficulties, skepticism, and rejection, and how there was a turning point in my life when I learned how to embrace my true unique qualities of my own voice. And we talked about the power of just how you are so special, and your true success comes from being yourself and to learn how to start discovering your true voice. I hope this session has sparked something inside of you, sweetheart. And remember, it's not about mimicking others. It's not about trying to sound like somebody else. We can learn so much from mimicking others, but we always want to find our unique style and your unique voice. It's about sharing that voice with the world that is uniquely yours, because nobody else has it. And we've begun this journey of discovering your true voice, and I am so happy for you. But guess what, darling? There's so much more to come. Many of you have have reached out asking how you can accelerate your progress and even get more personalized guidance, I have something very special planned for day 5. So don't miss out, where you just might have the chance to work with me directly, receiving the same world-class training that has transformed countless singers into global superstars. I can't share all the details just yet. You gotta stay tuned, sweetheart, but let's just say it is an amazing opportunity to take everything you're learning here to the next level. So stay tuned and make sure you're ready for an exciting announcement on day 5 that could transform your singing journey forever. As we wrap up today, I wanna motivate you to practice every day, sweetheart. I know it's hard. It doesn't have to be for an hour or a half hour, but maybe 5 minutes on your time, on your schedule. But take these techniques that we discussed today and apply them every day consistently. Even when you're singing in the shower, when you're singing in the car, when you're having fun karaoke with your friends, because the key to your transformation is practice and persistence. Believe me, every bit of effort that you put in is going to pay off. I promise you that. Tomorrow, we're going to dive into building your vocal foundation, and we're going to explore how to celebrate your vocal individuality and build a strong foundation in your technique in your singing. So keep on practicing. Stay dedicated, and baby, please remember, your journey to becoming a vocal superstar is just the beginning. I can't wait to see you all tomorrow, because we're going to